Good afternoon. I'm a little late today, but I decided to come out here and start gardening. I did a little weeding out there in the in-ground garden where it's that blank spot, so I could get some potatoes, grocery store potatoes that are growing eyes on them, put in the ground, weed out the onions, the okra, and all that stuff that I put in there. But I saw some in an article, and it's my first time growing dahlias, that I should probably cut my dahlias back. That way they put out more side branches and whatnot. And I got some pruning to do down here anyway. And I got new plants put out here. So I'm just going to take you with me. Check this out. So I got some of that mango spin top. I think that's the variety of Gaillardia, however you want to say it. Whichever part of the world you're from, I guess that's how you're going to say it. That's growing there. But then I got some of these lavender. They got green on them, so I'm gonna chop those back too. This one not, I'm just gonna chop them back. I'm not gonna pull the roots out or nothing like that. But then the dahlias, they're saying to cut it down so that way it puts out more side branches on them, then they'll put out more blooms. And I think while we were gone, the dogs killed one of my dahlias, so now I'm down to two. And I'm gonna deadhead the Gaillardia, and then I got some Husker red penstemons that I put in there as well, and double sun perennial coreopsis in here. So it's a lance leaf with a double bloom on it. That's what I got in there. Okay, so obviously I've got cultivars of our native species in here, and don't get me wrong, our native species are going to do way better for you as far as performance for your native bugs. However, there's nothing wrong with enjoying the beauty of those cultivars too, and they do benefit as well bugs. It's just, you know, your native species and bugs are going to want to go after your native plants. They are built for that area, right? However, honeybees, they're European. They're not even from here. So, but we like them here anyway, right? Same thing. So that's just kind of how I feel about it. I'm going to plant a lot of my native plants, but I'm also going to play around as well. And there's nothing wrong with that, guys. So I came and done my pruning out here for now. I got a marigold seed popping up there. I got some other seeds of flowers that I planted out here. They're annuals. So I'm not trying to weed too heavily right now until I can identify most of the plants. Like some, I could tell that's a grass blade. I'm going to bring that up. But look at that. That's like a sunflower or a zinnia or something. I'm pretty sure it's a sunflower. So that seems to be the only sunflower coming up right here too. Anyhow, so I did a deadhead and I just left one flower on the mango spin top Gaillardia. And this is Lithodora. And I'm not sure too much about Lithodora, but I do love those beautiful indigo blooms it puts out. And it says it's drought tolerant and wants full sun, excellent drainage. Well, I feel like this would be a great spot for it. This spot, even though it's clay, it's got excellent drainage, because look, you got the slope and whatever else. It's got the afternoon shade from the trees there, and it gets basically full sun unless you want to creep into some more shade. So I do like this area, and I also intentionally didn't put bricks on that side. I've still got bricks up there that I can use, but I wanted to blend it in with the beautiful ditch stuff going on here, because down here, look at that, we got red clover, we got jewelweed, we got that wild petunia down here, and I dug one of those up and I tried to transplant it out by the pond, because maybe I'd like some wild petunia to take over down there. I mean, I got lots of jewelweed all over the yard, that's not a problem. But that wild petunia, it's a beautiful plant, man, and it's native. Now, just because it's native doesn't necessarily mean it does much good. There's a thing called keystone plants too, which actually feed more than 100 insects and birds and other critters like that, you know what I'm saying? So you would want to look for keystone plants specifically to add to your area. I do know like lance leaf coreopsis is a keystone plant. There's some trees and shrubs as well. So definitely think about adding those keystone plants into your yard. But you know what? It's native and it's here, and as long as it's not invasive, let it grow, man. So I'm just, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. Shh. So I think this is turning into a garden tour video. Anyhow, here's my Thanksgiving cacti that I've got out here that are growing new segments and looking happy in the growing season out here. Then I got my awesome, not fully opening flower petals of African daisies here that the dogs have knocked over 5 million times while it was over there on the steps and whatnot. So I moved it here on the railing, and hopefully it could bounce back. I can get some more awesome blooms. I still don't know exactly what this plant is, but there it is. Right, and it's growing. And then my zigzag cactus here, Epiphyllum angular. Epiphyllum angular, that's right. Zigzag fishbone cactus, zigzag cactus, whatever you want to call it. It's doing great, and I actually split some of this pot for the plant swap this spring, and it's growing back tremendously. I'm like, how would you even cut and propagate this? I'm not sure. Erica, come on, let's experiment. All right, so then my begonia spider plant, everything's looking great. Like, that's a rhizomaceous begonia, that's a rex begonia, that's a cane begonia, that's a spider plant, in case y'all didn't know. And then I've got my Maranta here. I just pruned some parts off because I underwatered a little bit. Please do make sure to well water your Maranta. They will appreciate it, especially in this time of year. Speaking of Maranta, I got the Stramanthe Triostyra over here that I've cut back to nothing, and it's growing back. And so I'm sure it'll be fine. Hoya globulosa, aka Velosa. Just love me, dang it. There's my variegated orange blooming Thanksgiving cactus. But of course it got knocked off the porch while we were going away too, so really stressed it out. I just need to buy another pot of, another bag of Bush Doctor. I really do. And then we got Monstera deliciosa Borsigiana albo here. And then Philodendron Jose Bueno, I don't remember exactly, Bueno or Buono. Pilia, it's an artillery plant, but that's one of the Pilia I've had for several years now, and I actually like it. I'll cut it back and let it grow again. You can get them for super dirt cheap, especially right now at Rural King with the half off clearance stuff. You can get this plant for like $1, and it's really not fussy. And you could grow it inside and outside. I don't know if it's going to last outside out planted in the ground, but you could try. Then I got pink princess philodendron and white princess philodendron, or white knight, I'm not quite sure, but I got 2 out of the 3 planted together, and I just shot back that first old leaf that came on it with the propagation. I got it as a water prop last year at a plant swap. This I got from Kroger, and I split the plant up and shared it, and I'm just trying to grow them together, man. I think it'd make a cool pot. Tenanthe Grey Star, one of my favorite Maranta to grow because it's so easy. Hoya Sunrise, Hoya Calistophylla Indonesia, Aglaonema Pink Princess, Philodendron Tortum, another cane begonia, a Catalea orchid, a Phalaenopsis orchid that does not look so hot. Philodendron Brazil that absolutely needs some water. So I might as well water my asparagus fern as well. And then we've got another rhizo begonia here, and then Hoya Bella, which is got a peduncle on it that's about ready to bloom. Look at her, look at her, look at her. Isn't that great? Oh, and only look how big it is. And I still got a strawberry clip because the root system is not big enough to fill out the pot, and yet the plant's heavy enough. Strawberry clip, keep it in there. Small pot's the way to go with Hoya. Okay, and then we got neon pothos. That's going to be Epiphyllum something. epiphyllum something. And then there's Hoya, dang it, what is this one? I know it. Anyway, then we got Aglaonema tigris or Maria. I'm not sure which is which there, but it's got pups growing. Then I got a Rex begonia, Inca red, Inca flame. And then I've got this black maroon Aglaonema, and I really need to clean the dust off my plants. I really need to come out here with some neem oil and a rag. I got money tree here. Pachura aquatica. Then I've got lemon lime Epipremnum apothos right there. Then there's Hoya caudata. Love you, Hoya caudata. And you should just touch the leaves and touch the stems and touch everything about this Jurassic plant. It's as awesome as it looks. And look at those black margins coming out since I moved it to the porch. I'm just saying. So, a sad looking global green pothos, philodendron jungle boogie, Rex begonia. Can't remember which one this one is. Let's look at it. Rex begonia croc. That's right, Megaloglow croc. And then there's Hoya obovata, Hoya weimanii. There's a fuchsia. Look, I paid $1 for that fuchsia. Hoya lacanosa silver mint coin, Mandevilla diplodenia, and this is a pink blooming diplodenia. And the difference between Mandevilla and diplodenia is they're both related to Hoya and milkweed. However, this is a compact, smaller flowering, more flowers, and then the Mandevillas are trellising bigger, more stately flowers and whatnot. And then there's Hoya Crimson Princess, aka Rubra. I got a finger lime tree here. Monstera deliciosa, Thai constellation. I've got a Dieffenbachia Vesuvius, and then a philodendron glad hands. So since I told you what I got on my porch and you're seeing how that's rocking and it's kind of turning lengthy, I'm gonna call this quits and say, hey, your hair looks nice. It's like mine. I worked hard on it today, man. I took all day to do this. I love you, and so does Jesus. God bless y'all.